What's good YouTube, NeoNexudus here bringing you a video on my, I guess you could call it Cyber Angel Star Seraph Herald Ritual Blue Dot deck. Yeah, so this is my Herald of Perfection deck profile with Ben 10, the Star Seraphs, blah blah blah. Just going to say it now, there's nothing too spicy in this deck, and I am not running Pot of Desires. I absolutely hate that card. You can ridicule me, you can flame me, you can spam me, but you'll get blocked. Just letting you know that now. So yeah, if you're interested, carry on watching. If not, click off now. So, getting into the deck profile, we obviously have the 3 Herald of Perfection. I love these great big blue boys. They just sit there on their 2/8 ass and just say, no, 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 fuck you, no. Basically, you just pitch a fairy from your hand and you can negate a spell, trap, or monster effect, and that is multiple times per chain and multiple times per turn. That's the thing people don't seem to get about this. As long as I have fodder in my hand, I can always negate your shit. And I can even negate in the damage step. So unless you got the counter track, you ain't stopping me, bruh. Now I played 2 Saphira. What's it called? Saphira, Queen of Dragons. Unfortunately, she's a dragon. If she was a fairy, she'd be absolutely broken this deck. Obviously, she has like several different effects, but I only really use her Return from Grave effect. Occasionally, I could use her Draw effect, but like I'd rather know that I've got that fairy in hand rather than having to draw 2, discard 1, and I could discard something that I really need in hand. So I'd just rather return something from the graveyard, or I can take something out of my opponent's hand. Probably not going to do that unless, like, I don't know, they've just got not many cards in hand anyway, and they'll just take the final card. So yeah, she triggers on Ritual Summon and or when a light monster is sent from the hand or the deck to the graveyard. I believe it's the deck. Yeah, hand or deck. So, and they're both level 6s, which then it makes this bitch so viable. 3 Cyber Angel Ben 10. This card is absolutely broke for rituals, especially for Herald. Basically, it has an effect upon summon. We're not going to go into that because we don't run Machine Angel Ritual. I may make a Cyber Angel deck when we get all the Cyber Angel stuff, but for now it's just going in Herald. And the only effect you use is that when it is tributed, you get to add a light fairy type monster from your deck to your hand, and that is multiple times per turn. Another thing people don't seem to understand. So yes, it is very, very good. Then we have the obligatory 3 Manju of the 10,000 hands. This card gets you to your ritual spells, gets you to your ritual monsters, and just gets your whole engine going. And guess what? It's a light fairy. So I can pitch it from hand, and I can bring it back from the graveyard using Ritual Sanctuary, which we'll get to later. So, yep. Then we got 3 Stick, or Star Seraph Sovereignty. Summon this guy, you get to add a Star Seraph apart from itself, another copy of Sovereignty from your deck to your hand, and that is used in conjunction with Star Seraph. Oh, sorry, this is Star Seraph Sovereignty. That is Star Seraph Scepter. My bad, I always get the names mixed up. So this is Star Seraph Sovereignty. When a Star Seraph is summoned, you get to special summon this guy from your hand. If you do, you get to draw 1 card. And if that card you draw is a Star Seraph monster, you can special summon it. But you never really want to do that. You basically want to go, summon stick, any response, no, okay, declare activation effect, chain chair, special summon, draw a card, search, get you your other chair, and then because a summon is still resolving, if you like, on a chain link, you can then special summon the other chair, draw another card, and then obviously if you have another chair you can special summon that, and then you can overlay like 2 chairs and a stick for a monster, and stick acid affects that. When it's used for a 3 level 4 overlay monster, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it, and then draw a card. So this is your draw engine of the deck, and they are light fairies. So they're all special summonable, all ditchable. Then I play Double Honest. Some people play Honest, some people don't. I like playing Honest. I really like Honest. If you can play Honest, in my opinion. Because it allows you to get over big shit. Apart from using Open Lightning, because it has the whole Armenides effect, but for most other things. So yeah, that's the monsters. Moving on to the spells. We play, obviously, triple Dawn of the Herald. I've seen some people run less than 3. I don't know why. I really don't. You need 3 copies of this because you banish it from your graveyard to add your ritual monster you distributed, your Ben 10, back from the graveyard to your hand so you have instant food. This card is so good with Ben 10, it's unbelievable. You tribute Ben 10, summon your Herald, then you go Ben 10 Chainlink 1, Dawn of the Herald Chainlink 2, banish Dawn of the Herald, add Ben 10 back to your hand, and then Ben 10 resolves to search and get you a card, because Ben 10 is not when this card is tributed and sent to the graveyard, it is just when it is tributed, which means it can activate anywhere, including the banish zone, which makes it so good. Then I'm playing 2 Hymn of Light. Now you notice I'm playing 2 Saphira, I'm playing 2 Hymn of Light to go along with the Saphira. I did run 3, I don't like 3. It clogs like a mother bitch. You want to see your Herald, you want to see your other spells. Saphira is good, but it's not the be-all and end-all. It is your beta. It is your beta ritual monster. And I do like Hymn of Light's effect to protect your monsters as well. So that's why we're running 2, not 1. I mean, you can run 1, it's entirely up to you. I just think 2 is a better number. But that's just my opinion. Feel free to change this up however you like. So we got 3 of the most broken card in the entire deck, which is Pre-Preparation of Rites. You can only activate one of these once per turn, and it allows you to get a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand, and if you do, you can add a ritual monster from your deck or graveyard that is listed on that ritual spell to your hand also. So it's an instant +1. So you use this to get your Hymn and your Saphira, you also use it to get your Dawn and your Herald. And the best thing is, you can shuffle this back into the deck with Ritual Sanctuary to special summon back your fairy monsters. So this card is just so good. Then we've got the 1 Preparation Rites. You'll remember this card from Netcross format. Allows you to add a level, level 5 or higher? Level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand. We use this to obviously get to our cards. Our Saphira, our Herald, our Ben 10. Mainly Ben 10. And then we have the second most broke card in the entire deck. Ritual Sanctuary. If this card did not say that you could only use each effect once per turn, it would be so ridiculously good. But they had to be kind of fair. So what this card does is a field spell card, and it allows you to pitch a spell card from your hand to add a ritual monster or ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. So it can get you that missing piece, and it also fills up your graveyard for its second effect. You can target one fairy type monster in your graveyard, shuffle back as many spells as the monster has stars or levels into the deck and special summon that monster. This card is so good, especially with Sovereignty, and it just makes all your Xyz plays as well. This card is ridiculous. And then I'm playing triple Terraforming. People may say the triple is too much. I think that you must max out on this because you always want to see your ritual spell. Worst comes to worst, you can pitch a Terraforming, you can pitch a ritual spell for the ritual spell's effect, and it just fills your graveyard for more spell cards, so you can special summon your stuff back. Terraforming, I believe this card's going to get hit at some point because they're releasing so many good field spells lately, and Terraforming just breaks it. We've got 1 Upstart Goblin because we like to draw cards. And 1,000, we're really not that bothered because we're just going to stall you fucking up by negating all your shit, and then we're just going to slowly poke you to death. We have the 1 Instant Fusion because Norden is a fairy. I'm not running any level 4 fusions because, quite frankly, I don't think you need it. Norden is a fairy, so it works with a lot of cards in the extra deck, and yeah, so, you know. We've got the 1 Soul Charge, so we can bring all our shit back. Broken card. Raigeki for clearing boards, and then I made deck 1 Mystical Space Typhoon for the off chance of their maining Vanities, because Vanities just shuts down this deck, and if they main anti-spell, oh my god, Vanities and anti-spell need to get out of this game pronto. I am so done with those cards, but that is discussion for another day, guys. So yeah, And then finally, I just run the one trap. Vanities. Yeah, the card is ridiculous. If you get a Vanities and Herald lock, it is insane. Because, yeah, it's only field or deck. So you can keep on sending monsters out your hand and they can't do shit. And you just keep on poking them for 18. So, yeah, Vanities is really good. So that's my, if you like, spicy tech for the deck. So, yeah. Now, moving on to the extra, just going to make sure there's 15 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Excellent. So, we have Norden. Self-explanatory. Brings back our fairies. Allows us to overlay into shit. We run some rank 6s. We got number 39, Utopia Beyond. We never make our rank 6s, to be honest, but it's there if we actually need it. When this guy's summoned, you can turn all your opponent's monsters to 0 attack. So it allows you to win the game. We've got M7, which can return like stuff in the opponent's field or in their graveyard back to the hand, but you can also do it for yourself as well. That's really good. 1 Hazy Flame Beetletress, just for the fact that once per turn you can detach one seasoned material from this card. You target one monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish that target. And then it gains like effects for the amount of materials it has. 3 or more, this card gains 200 attack and defense for each exceeds material attached to it. But we're never going to really put 3 level 6s under it. I mean, we could, but we're just not going to. Then we got the new guy, which is number 24, Dragulus, the vampiric dragon. He's like a Book of Moon and like does stuff, but we don't really make it. Like, if you want to know what the card does, just go on Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki. We run 1 Satella Knight Constellar Diamond. This card's actually pretty good for the BA matchup and things like that. We can make it because we run Deltaros, which we'll be getting to in a minute. So this just negates dark monster effects, and no cards can be sent from the deck to the graveyard, which is just really good. Then you got Eels from Ouroboros. I know, Eel, it's gold rare, get over it. I'm not forking out stupid money on a secret rare. And if I get a secret rare, it has to be first day, because I'm just pedantic like that. So, we may do have a gold rare. This is our sort of main go-to guy. We go stick, chair, draw a bunch of cards, make this, pop a card, draw another card. Effect of this, detach a material, rip a card out of the hand, return something on their field to the hand, or we rip a card out of the graveyard, and you can only activate each effect once whilst this card is face up on the field. But, really, this guy just puts in so much work, it's ridiculous. There's the Deltaros. Obviously, this pops cards as well by detaching XYZ material, and then once we pop 2 cards, we can then stick a diamond on top against BA. But I don't know why you wouldn't make that before you start popping shit, but whatever. We got a Violent Sigma. Someone at the Raynham locals, which I go to now because our locals are sort of dried up, he suggested I run Violent Sigma in case of running to Rivalry of the Warlords. And I kind of agree with the theory, because like it is a light, it is a fairy. It takes 3 level 4 monsters, so stick and chair. And then once per turn you detach one XYZ material from this card to target one face-up attack position effect monster your opponent controls, equip that target to this card. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a monster whose attribute is the same as a card equipped by this effect, destroy the monster. So it's like a Catastar. Like, you absorb a light, you attack a light, it's automatically destroyed. So that's always pretty cool. Nice way to get over big boss monsters and such like. And obviously you get to pop and draw for doing the sticks effect, and it's a light fairy. You know, this card's just really, really good. And it helps on the rivalry. Then we got Castel. Castel's a staple, you know, detach 2, spin a card away. We've got Diamond Direwolf to pop cards. We never seem to make him, really. Then I run Double Fairy Cheer Girl. This card's absolutely insane of how good it is. Two fairy monsters, that's all it takes. They detach material to draw a card. How good is that? Seriously. It can be the difference between a brick hand and a not brick hand. So many times I've opened so brick, I've gone like, summon Manju, get a search, yeah, whatever. My hand's pretty brick, play Insuffusion bring out Noden. I've got no targets in graveyard, doesn't matter. I'm just going to overlay into Fairy Shield Girl, detach a material, draw a card. Oh look, I got a pre-prep. My entire plays are now just live, and I just proceed to go off. Card is so good, and it's a light fairy. Then we've got Digester Emerald to recycle our stuff, as if we don't do enough recycling anyway, but it's always nice to have that option. And then finally, one Obese Dweller for Graveyard Negation. So yeah, that's my deck, guys. I'm not going to go over my side deck, because side deck is subject to change. It's subject to locals and all things like that. All I will say is, like, Artifact Lancia's pretty damn good. Maxi's alright. Victoria. Like, I'm on the lookout for another Secret Rare First Ed Victoria, so any of you guys got one of them going for a fair price, like a decent price, not stupid money, because I know it's pretty old. It's Stars Overdrive or something like that. But yeah, like, Victoria's really good. It's a light fairy, like Artifact Lancia. Once per turn, you can select and special summon one Dragon-type monster in your opponent's graveyard to your side of the field. Your opponent cannot select another fairy-type monster as an attack target. This card's really good versus Blue Eyes. I highly recommend you run it. And select means target, because that's the old text. Like, System Downs are pretty fire. You probably want more MSTs, Space Typhoons. And you can side Kaijus if you want. I wish there was a fairy Kaiju. I'd side that in an instant, but there isn't. So yeah, that's enough of me rambling. Thank you guys for watching. This has been NeoNexudus and his Dirty Cyber Herald deck. Signing out. Peace.